Partner with Corefact and experience the difference that innovation and efficiency can make in your marketing efforts. Check out this video clip of our CEO.
The word on the street is that you guys are really good at automating a lot of your processes. Can you talk to us a little bit about how that automation has really impacted your business?
Yeah, so automation is kind of in our DNA. We are a software company. That's how we started. And we've become very successful in print.
Yeah.
And, automation starts all the way from automating the acquisition of customers, bringing them into the system. In the case of print-related materials, bringing in those jobs, standardizing them, and then running them through an automated workflow all the way through, out through shipping and then back even through customer service. So the more you can automate, the more efficient your team can be, the faster you can grow. And ultimately, that's what we're trying to achieve.
And how's PrintOS kind of helped you scale that?
So PrintOS is a fantastic tool, primarily for our supervisors and our warehouse managers. They're using PrintOS to keep an eye on quality, to keep an eye on how effective we're using those presses,
right,
as well as understanding where we might be having trouble, right? And ultimately, it's in my mind, it's an analytics tool,
right?
And it goes hand in hand with the automation to help you kind of push jobs through the pipeline as quickly as possible.
How are you growing these teams, and what would you recommend for other printers to look at when it comes to the recruiting on new people?
Yeah, so a few years ago, labor was a critical issue, and particularly during our peak season, right, which is generally Q4, but now it's multiple times a year.
Right.
And originally we were using temp agencies and other mechanisms to find labor, but it turned out to be really challenging. So what we did internally is we hired a recruiter. So now we have a full-time recruiter on staff that finds talent. And the advantage is not only do we find the people, but we find more qualified people. Generally, we take the best and we retain them and they become part of our team long-term. So that change alone has completely changed the game for us now.
Wow, that's smart. I've never heard of a printer having a full-time recruiter on staff. It's so smart. Out of all the different manufacturers, why did you choose to grow with HP?
Yeah, so we started with a different platform. As a matter of fact, we have equipment from other platforms as well. And what happened was our business was typically growing 20+% year over year.
Right.
And we got to the point where we couldn't keep up on a technology standpoint with the presses as well. And so we moved to the B2 format, originally with the 10K, and now we have 200Ks and the 10K and the 7900 and so on. And with that press, because we're able to get more up on a sheet, because the software stack allows us to truly automate all the way from our e-commerce system all the way down to the point where it's coming onto the floor, it's really been a game changer for us, and it's allowed us to continue that growth year after year.
Wow, that's beautiful. So the impact has been significant on your growth.
Yes.